Now, one of the things that we are seeing coming from the White House, ladies and gents, South Africa's 30% tariff has been paused or suspended for 90 days for the next 3 months, which this is good news, right? I mean, our president taking some time to try to engage with the United States of America to try and find solutions has helped, because guess what? We don't have the 30% tariffs anymore. All the tariffs that have been imposed on all the countries except China have been temporarily suspended for the next coming 3 months. Now, this is a very good thing, especially coming after our President Ramaphosa said, look, we don't want to retaliate as yet. There were some people that were pressing the buttons. There were some people that were urging the President of South Africa to retaliate, which the President of South Africa or the government not retaliating, it was a good thing, because who knows, we would probably be in the same positions that China is currently sitting at. China, when all of these other countries are being forgiven or are being forgiven for the next at least 90 days, China just got a tariff increase of 125%, which is not good. You will know that with this tariff increase between China and the United States, there's been some back and forth. The United States of America started by imposing tariffs. Like any other countries that like us who got 30%, China got 34%. Then the following day, China retaliated with 34%. And President Trump increased the tariffs onto China to 104%. This was yesterday. Then China clapped back and increased the tariffs of the US to 84%. Now Trump scrapes off the tariffs for the next 90 days onto all countries, but because China has been retaliating, he said they disrespect the world markets, and therefore he increased the tariffs onto China by 125%. But us, South Africa, for now everything is fine, which is something that is great. But here's the thing, 10% tariffs that Trump announced, or that President Trump announced towards the end of March, that one still remains across all board. All countries will still get that 10%. But the 30% that we got like last week, it's scraped off for now. Countries need to go and negotiate, or countries need to go to continue engaging the United States of America to negotiate the tariffs. And after 90 days, I think there will be, of course, the final decision that gets to be imposed, with an opportunity of these countries or us as South Africa, including us, South Africa, going to negotiate with the United States of America, which is a good thing, right? But for China, it's not good. For China, things are still not looking good, and hopefully there is a deal that gets struck between, of course, China and the United States of America. I mean, US wants to buy TikTok. That's part of the deal. They say they want to negotiate with China, buy majority stake onto TikTok. And China has responded to say, look, TikTok is not for sale. And yeah, the battle between those two countries, I mean, we don't know when it will end, but for now, it's just back and forth. We don't know what or how China will retaliate to this 125% tariff hike tomorrow, but hopefully things get better, man. I'm just glad that we're out of the spider web for now as South Africa, and thank God to our leadership, our president, who decided not to retaliate, but rather assess the situation, rather try to reach out to the White House or Trump administration, which is something that is, I think it was good for us. For China also, honestly, I don't blame China for what they did, because them bowing down, it was like accepting that US can do whatever they want with whatever. They can do whatever they want on any country and nothing will happen. And China did not want to be seen as a weak country. That's why they retaliated. That's why they've been using the statements they will fight until the end. We have not, I mean, so many of the people right now, what they are waiting for, we're just waiting to see what happens next. How is China going to retaliate? Which I'm quite certain that they will do something tomorrow. But let's wait. Let's see how this unfolds. China still has tariffs, whilst all the other countries that got the tariffs increase. Lesotho, you'll know that they got 50%. Some of the countries that got the most, Lesotho was hit with 50%. Then us, we were hit with like 30%. That was not good, but anyways, let's hope even after these 90 days, we get a good deal. Even if we're to get tariffs, because I don't think we will run away from them, we get something better, something more lower than the 30% that we got from President Trump. The markets in the US are surging. People are printing money as I'm doing this video right now in the US. I mean, most stocks, all stocks are green. Those that are investing into US stocks, I'm investing into US. All stocks are green. It's good news, and it's a lesson learned to those that panicked and sold their positions, sold their stocks because of the fact that Trump imposed tariffs on most of the countries globally. We saw trillions of dollars being wiped after the announcement. And as I'm doing these videos, over $4 trillion has been added back to the stock market. This shows you that things can change just like that. This shows you that the market panics so bad in a way that if you are not careful, if you are not cautious, if you don't do some due diligence, you end up losing money big time. I never sold a single share. And guess what? Even here in South Africa tomorrow, we are going to see some rally, some massive rally. So those of you that bought some JSE stocks today, guess what? You did yourself a good favor, because tomorrow it might be all green like what we are seeing in the US markets today. So tell me what you think about this, man. This is just good news. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube. Every time I drop a new content, I remain long, I remain strong onto the markets, man. I know that we shall be rewarded. Those that are in the game for the long term will be rewarded. I'll see you on the next one, and God bless you all.